Alright, what's going on guys? gdoggcasey here with another Final Fantasy XIV video for you guys. Today we are re-entering the Tam-Tara Deepcroft once again, this time as a Pugilist. So we will be DPSing our way through this dungeon, and it's probably not going to be all that exciting, to be completely honest. And I know that's not really the best way to preface a video that I want you guys to watch. Hopefully our tank will be able to do a decent job here, and we're just gonna try to DPS our little hearts out. So we'll be activating our internal release. Is this the, okay, Touch of Death. Alright, got it. Sorry, just trying to reacclimate myself to this Pugilist here. Because, as mentioned before, this is actually the class that I have the least experience with, so I thought it would be a good idea to use it for our DPS journey together, at least to start, because it's going to allow us to learn this class, and maybe we'll get to be decent at it. Who knows? What is this ability again? Twin Snakes. Oh yeah, so I'm supposed to use that very much like main. So I'll have to try to keep that in mind. I don't really like where I have it on the hotbar for that reason, but I haven't been able to figure out a better place to put it. And by that, of course, I mean I haven't played the Pugilist since the last time I recorded a video for you guys, so I haven't really put any thought into it at all. But we'll try to keep it up as much as possible. And try to kill these things as quickly as possible as well. I don't know exactly how long that is supposed to last for, but it does not seem like a very long time. 15 seconds. Basically, you know, enough for the majority of a fight, but not the whole thing. Which is a bit annoying. So we'll use it at the start of each encounter, and then just try to burn everything down before it runs out. Which worked out here, but in an encounter that's got more than 2 mobs, it probably won't work out. Alright, so we're going into the extra rooms? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's eat some food. There we go, we are now well fed. Alright, we'll throw on our... I'm gonna continue to call it MAME, even though it's called Twin Snakes. We'll try not to call it MAME. Alright, he is dead. Over to this dude. That'll do it there. It's pretty fun, I will admit that, and it's going to get more fun as we, you know, go along here. One target first. Twin Snakes. Whoop. We don't need to put our damage over time on everything, especially things that are either already almost dead or just die very quickly. But something like this, you definitely want that Touch of Death on there. We're gonna rebuff ourselves Twin Snakes, and we're gonna throw on Internal Release as well to get some extra crit. And just go ham on this guy. Now, something I should be doing is taking advantage of my positioning here. One of these abilities does better. Okay, this one does critical damage from the rear. Extra damage when executed from the rear. And this one does more damage when from the flank. And so does this. Oh my god, that's going to be so much to try to remember. Alright, so from the rear, And then the 5 is from the flank. And then I think the 4 is from the flank as well. So we want to be rear, rear, and then flank. I think is what we want to do here. Rear, rear, this is going to be hard. And then flank. And we'll just, you know, hit them with our damage over time, because why not? Alright, we'll try to practice that. That's going to be what we want to use these early dungeons for, is to figure out how to get this working. So most of the time it's from the rear, but when we want to activate our twin snakes, that's from the flank, and then the 4 is from the flank as well, actually. And then everything else is from the rear, rear, and rear. Get the damage over time going. From the rear, this is from the flank, and the 4 is from the flank as well, and then go back. Okay, all right. Well, we'll probably get it eventually. And then the flank. I mean, and the thing is, you don't really get a lot of feedback as to whether or not it's working properly. And if you do, I don't know how to look for it. So, over to the side. It definitely slows me down in terms of activating my abilities, because it's more to think about. But we definitely should try to make this second nature before we get into the tough dungeons that, you know, we'll really want to take advantage of that. So here we'll come to the side and we'll use twin snakes, and then over to the side to use that ability, but I forget what it's called. Alright. I wish there was a little bit more feedback that would tell you, you know, whether or not you're hitting your spots. Uh-oh, the dog. She awakens. Alright, come over here for twin snakes. And over here for this ability. What is that called? Snap punch, okay. And then the rest is from the rear. We'll turn on crit. This one is from the flank, though. Alright, from the flank with the 4. Snap punch. From the rear. That's what I was trying to do. There we go. Actually, what we want is we want to be here to turn on twin snakes again, and then snap punch, and then come back. Over here. Well, we'll just reactivate twin snakes again, just to make sure we don't lose any damage. I'll take all the credit for that. Loot is actually going to be pretty good for us here. This looks amazing, but it's not for us, unfortunately. And neither is this wand. Alright. Again, internal release is on such a short cooldown that you should use it whenever you can. Even if it doesn't feel worth it, just get in the habit of using it. Unless you're like gonna have a boss literally right after that fight. Rear, flank, and flank. And then spend most of the time at the rear here. Dealt with. And this one is gonna be on the flank. There we go, we leveled up. Can't really see what's going on here. Okay, turn on twin snakes, turn on snap punch, and then get to the rear here. There we go. It's a lot to work with. We're trying, though. Okay. And at the beginning of each fight, we'll just sort of reset everything. Just so that I can get it to stick. You know, muscle memory and all that stuff. Over here. Over here. Alright, well that worked. Okay. The difference between Twin Snakes is 140 when on the flank, and this one is critical damage when from the rear. So it's going to be better to use True Strike when we can. When the enemies move like that, it's even worse. See, I don't even know if I'm really getting the feedback that I am landing critical strikes from the rear here. Like, okay, let's see. So if he doesn't die, this is supposed... Nah, he's gonna die. This is supposed to be a critical hit. True strike from the rear, right? What am I talking about? Oh, it's Boot Shine that's critical from the rear. Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. Let's try to figure that one out then. Alright, so did we get a crit here? I don't know. 38 damage. I hit the wrong button there as well. Turn on internal release. We need to get Twin Snakes in. So we'll attack this guy with it. There we go. That should have been from the side as well. There's Boot Shine as the crit. There it is again. Alright, so it is working. It's pretty neat to see it work, actually. Alright. And by the time we're ready to fight the sort of mini boss here, we'll have our internal release up and ready to go. Which way do you want to go? Of course. We'll just fight whoever we want. Release, Boot Shine from the rear, Twin Snakes from the flank, Snap Punch from the flank, and then normal combo, Boot Shine from the rear, True Strike from the rear, snap punch from the flank. And then here we're gonna throw twin snakes back on. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that you have to constantly be thinking about, and it makes it... I don't know what to say. Like, I don't want to say it's less fun, but one thing that I really wish, I know I've said it a couple times, is that if you had more feedback that you were doing it right, at least it would feel better. So here we have the Beholder, or the Mind Flayer, or the Illithid. Boop, boop. Do, 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 do. Do I have this already? I do. So it shouldn't even let me... Yeah. Alright, let's go. Alright. Eternal Release. Twin snakes from the side. Snap punch from the side. Back to the behind. We need to take these guys out. Dead. Alright, come back and reset. Put the damage over time on him. Get our twin snakes going. These guys, we're not going to care too much about the combo. Well, we're going to do the combo, but we're not going to worry about our positioning because most of the time, they're going to be targeting us, and we won't have that ability anyway. Get rid of these ads. Alright, reset on the boss again. So we'll get twin snakes up. I just popped Internal Release right when I can't be using it. That's a bit of a mistake. Alright, come back. Forgot to do the boot shine from the back. There we go. We still get the damage increase if we twin snake not from the flank, so you know, we don't want to forget about it. When we know we can't flank, we still want to use the damage increase. Alright, he's dead. He's gonna die. Alright, and we'll just snap punch this thing to death. Good. Twin snake, and then there we go from the side. Put our damage over time back on him. Boot shine from the rear. Oh, that was supposed to be from the rear, my bad. Fuck. It's confusing as hell. I forgot to use my limit break. So that was a mistake as well. So it's going to be a bit of a learning process, but that is actually it already, guys. This dungeon is very quick. Every time I do it, especially when I'm recording, I am shocked at how fast it goes by. So there you have it. Clearly our positioning needs work, and we are going to work on it. And hopefully, you know, my commentary will be more than twin dragon from the side, snap punch from the back, all that stuff. GG. Player combination to the tank, who did a good job. And what do we get for loot here? Oh, these are good. Yeah, let's need those. And that's going to do it. We got the player commendation. We'll go ahead and equip our new gear. And that's going to do it for this video. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any tips on playing a pugilist / monk, definitely let me know. Like I said, this is my least played class. And I thought it would be fun to, you know, to take it into a video series like that and have you guys have the opportunity to help me instead of me helping you like it has been, you know, in the past. So... there we go. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time when we take on the Copper Bell Mines.